Hello, hello, hello. Thanks, Shane. Welcome, Emily, Florian. Hope you're all doing well. All right. Well, Shane, I don't know about a podium. There's a few fast people in here. There may need to be some bad luck going around for us to get a podium, but lovely to see race at this time slot splitting. So we had, I think it was 28 sign-ups. So, yeah. Let's have a look and make sure. I also need to be able to drive fast enough, Shane. But we've been helped out with a setup from Emily. Yeah, it certainly makes the traffic less. So, we'll go out there. I think I'm going to run the setup because
pit lane speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour.
There's nothing wrong with the setup. There might just be, I may not be able to drive it to the best of its ability. Oh, look. Session's already over.
No, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I mean, need to be careful of almost all of them, to be honest. I was firm but cautious, I felt like last night. Last night's start was pretty mega, really. Thanks, Florian. Thanks. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use hopefully I've got the garage cover up because I don't want to give away any of Emily's secrets. But I'm just going to use the fixed Imola quali. I'm going to take a kilo of fuel out. I think I could take 2 kilos out, but I don't want to risk it. Thanks, Florian. I've got out of the habit of having the cover enabled because I was mostly just using the fixed sets, so it really didn't matter because anyone who owned iRacing and owned the W13 already had the setup that I was using, so I wasn't giving away any secrets.
Pit exit's clear. Okay, Adrian, we've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
Oh, hang on. Silly me. This is open setup, isn't it? I've got to change my deploy mode for the outlap. And the reason you change it in the pit box is the deploy 4 up in the top corner changes to the deploy mode in your pit box doesn't count.
Exit's clear. Push.
I don't think it works if you're hitting, but yep. Yeah, we'll do some weaving on this outlap, but I fully expect to set our time on the second lap. Imola has a lovely smooth surface. And really doesn't quite put a lot of heat through the tyres. Alright, let's use a bit of qualifying deploy down the straight. Set our banker. Banker and warm up this is, so take it easy. No, it's all helpful. All helpful.
Fastest lap for May, 1:19.49. The leader's just done a 17.21. Sixth place, that was a 1:21.35.
Ah, should have gone back to fourth there. Idiot. Thought I was gonna get a off track there for a second. Wasn't particularly quick. 18.2. Really thought it was going to be a high 17. Thanks, Florian. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Messed up Tamburello, and I wasn't great through Vatzas. Hey, Connor, thanks. Track temp and usage. Oh, yeah, I always forgot to read that. It's high usage, which is carried through. And track is 41 degrees C. It's mostly cloudy and 26 air. Winds are from the northeast at around 7 or 8 kilometres an hour. Hey, Wesley. Well, Anthony's haven't... Well, Anthony's maybe have dropped off. He's probably 15s.
That's the end of the session. 7th position.
Seventh isn't bad. We can work with 7th. Unfortunately, Nick seems to have fixed whatever problem he had last night. Oh, yeah, I realise that, Connor. Yeah, I think we had high last night as well, and the quali times were similar. Although Nick obviously sorted out whatever issue he had last night that put him behind us. All right. Let's load. No, don't need to save that setup. Yeah. The magic setup. I think 96 is enough. All right. Cool. Strat, Shane, you asked about, same as last night, we're just going to go medium soft. Emily, I can feel safe if I need to. Says we got plenty. I thought it was a couple of kilos more than I needed from my calcs from the practice runs anyway, so I'll just flip back to race screen and I think everyone's going the medium soft strat. Thanks, Emily.
The track temp is 37. The air temp is 26 Celsius. 63 laps. Okay, Adrian, stay calm. Focus. Green, let's go, let's go. Right side. Still there.
Fucking
Right
hell.
side's clear.
Mainly I had to check up, so someone hit me from behind, but I can't blame them because I lifted off. I just suddenly saw myself in a closing wedge and didn't want to take two people out. Yeah, I've got a rear wing. You can see it in the mirrors.
The stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
That's not it, Adrian. Come on. Authentic W13 set, Connor. Don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Vito. Thanks, Wesley.
Okay, Adrian, we've gone out of track limits.
Alright,
Keep between
Adrian.
the lines.
Assignment 1 for this race is remember how to drive Tosa.
Gap to Keller behind is now 0.6.
Because we had a lovely gain on the car in front. out of Villeneuve and threw it all away. Man, it really sucks the battery around this place, doesn't it?
That's a new fastest lap for Cat on 20.42. The car in front of us is Barto.
That's better. Better. Can still be faster, but it's better. Yeah, Connor, I normally do run fixed. Emily was like, "Hey, did you want a set?" And I went, "I'm never one to knock away a set." Emily's last set did us a solid for the Bathurst 12 hour in the Ferrari.
That's the fastest lap. The last lap time was at 1:21.90. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace. Keller is reeling you in. The gap's now 0.43.
Yeah, but he didn't quite have enough there, did he?
Gap to Barto ahead is now 1.5 seconds. The track temperature is increasing.
Ooh.
It's now 39 Celsius.
The attacker that was nibbling at my rear diffuser is gone. That's a little better too. Oh look, we've finally got charge in the battery.
New fastest lap for Cat on 20.27.
Decided not to, Shane. Stuffy was talking about running it. But since it's an F1, weekend, that was my bad.
Clear left. Oh no, Adrian, come on mate, defend your position.
Since it's an F1 weekend, Stuffy needs to do his watch-alongs, so he wouldn't have been able to stream all 24 hours. So decided that he wouldn't enter a team. If I was really motivated, I probably could have found a team, but yeah. I'm really an amateur at the Nürburgring.
That's a new fastest lap for Cat, 1:19.87.
I haven't done too many laps around the Nürb. I know it's a big motorsport thing, but yeah, just it's not my style of motorsport. This and rally is my styles of motorsport.
outside Burgess behind is now 1.2 seconds.
That's fair enough. They're a commitment, that's for sure.
The lap time was at 21.76. Track temps increasing. It's now 41 Celsius. Alright Adrian, ignore that fucker in the mirror. Stick to your line. Nail those exits.
I think the thing with RBR is the good races you have there are absolutely incredible. The average races you have there suck.
Fastest lap for Cat, 119.80. Car right, on your right. Clear right.
Holy crap, dude.
Come on, push like a bastard, we'll get this guy.
Ah.
To Burgess, ahead is increasing, it's now 0.9.
On freaking medium downforce too. Oh, we missed out on.
That lap time was 22.5.
Nah, ask away, Vito. I'm just trying to pull my ass around here a bit faster. So... normally I'd be worried that you wouldn't get an answer, but with Emily and Connor knocking around in the chat... probably a ton more knowledge there than I've got in my lone head.
21.66. That's your best lap in the session.
I could be driving the corners faster too, Connor. Got one.
Gap to Burgess in front is now 1.5 seconds.
I think Fabio was on softs as well, so hopefully will come back to me a little.
Just done at 121.44. That's your best lap in this session.
Ah, idiot. Spoiler alert, drive the corner right, you drive the corner faster. Unlike that turn 2-3 abomination that I did on just this lap. Would you like some right front locking? No thanks, I'd rather not have it, but there we were. Who is the leader at the moment? Anthony Catt. So what are we lapping? We're only lapping about 1.4. Well, that was 2.3 seconds. Slower than Anthony. 1.5 to 2 seconds slower than Anthony Catt. I'll take that. For the moment, he's pretty rapid.
The gap to Burgess ahead is now 2.9 seconds.
I know there's people in the chat who probably wouldn't take that gap to Anthony lying down, but if we keep getting closer to only a second slower, that's better. I don't know if it's the setup. It may just be I'm not... I mean, I don't think... These are the same lap times I was doing last night. So it was the same usage of track.
The lap time was...
Don't know about the wins.
Burgess ahead is increasing. It's now 3.8 seconds.
I'm not uncomfortable, otherwise I wouldn't have run it. Because, you know, I know that
it's increased to 3.8 seconds.
The last thing you'd want is for me to be doing a full Grand Prix distance and not feeling comfy, Emily. So, if I said I wasn't comfortable, you would have gone that's okay, I know. But yeah, I was relatively comfortable. I just think this is kind of my pace around here. And Connor gave me some great notes in Garage 61 and it's just little stuff. I'm a bit used to fixed, yeah.
The track temperature's fallen.
Connor.
It's now 39 Celsius.
I think it's just there's, and I don't know whether Connor's gonna agree, it's just there's what? There's 17 corners on this circuit officially, and it's sort of like 8 of them are decent corners, or like maybe 10 or 12 of them are decent corners, and 8 of those 10 or 12 I can probably make half a tenth to a tenth if I can get the braking and the minimum corner speed and everything right, and that's where my time is.
The gap to Burgess ahead is now 4.5 seconds.
But yeah, here's a pro tip: if you want to go into Tamburello without holding your breath, avoid the grass on the outside.
The gap behind is now 1.7 seconds.
So like I'm probably not straight lining Variante Alta enough, like Connor suggested, because I really can't see the straighter line through there. That's something I needed to study some of the fast people that I've been in sessions with and videos a bit more. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Connor. Yeah, it is. And throttle application as well, I feel, is pretty important. Well, I mean, it's always important, but it's especially important here. Because, like, that corner, I know if I get the throttle on early, it helps the car get around the corner, and it helps all down the hill.
119.56.
But, you know, you're braking and then you're starting to turn, and then you've got to get on the accelerator without spinning the rear wheels. And that's just what is it? Pirotella up there. And it took me half a lap to describe it. And if you get it right, the car just hooks up,
That time was 121.71.
clips the apex. And there you need to run on the curbs, but not so close that you touch the sausages, and there too. Like that. That was good work, Villeneuve. It's all...
The gap 27 seconds.
I feel like where other tracks where you can be close but not quite and get a decent lap time. Around here, close but not quite is slow. It's a HDF. A slippery one, but a HDF. Front right tyres going. Do a fuel check. We're still big green bars everywhere.
Last lap was at 21.87.
Oh, see, look at that Tamburello. Just do that every time and my lap time's fine. That was even a decent Villeneuve. Spent a long time in Tosa, but it wasn't bad. Got on relatively early at Peraltada.
Cat is now leading.
Relatively straight. Good acceleration there. Oh, too much curb there.
You cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy.
So much curb, I got an off track.
P8. The car behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 2.0 seconds.
See, that was good. Oh, someone had a DC, Balash.
You've just done it on 21.52.
Well, lots of watching in Formula One coverage. All the practice sessions. Of course, Tamburello, famous for a not a nice reason, as the place where Ayrton Senna passed away 30 years ago. Ryan's going to have DRS here.
Alright, Adrian, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
Ooh. Not going to help us though.
Clear right. That lap was a 122.29. Incident in Tamburello. Don't panic.
Dirty air.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 0.8.
Now that car coming out of the pits and throwing it off at Tamburello is one of the things that can happen when you go onto a lower downforce. Cold tyres, get into the corner, completely misjudge it because you got absolutely no grip.
Now, come on, you can salvage something here. E9. That lap time was 22.14. Sorek is entering the pits. He's in P12. I think he'll come out a little way behind you.
I don't think you're wrong at all, Wesley, with those times. But MDF times for me don't get that low.
There's a car leaving the pits.
So I'm doing
the gap in front is increased. It's
low
now
22s.
2.3. That was 22.04.
I'm doing low 22s, so I'd only be about mid 21s if I nail the lap on the MDF, and I'll be getting a lot more off tracks. Yeah, Emily's right. You do need to live on the edge a little.
Cat is now in the lead.
So it's little things like that hop there coming out of Acqua Minerale. On a medium set, yeah, and maybe I got it right there, but if you get it right, it just does that. If you don't get it right, you don't have enough downforce to make up for the bump over the curb, and it just spins your wheels and you're off into the wall. But the main problem I have with running an MDF is actually like when I inevitably make a mistake under braking, which I do.
Gap to Keller behind is increasing. It's now 60 seconds.
Like you've seen me a couple of times outbrake myself into corners. When I inevitably do that, a high downforce I can, scrabble it up. Medium downforce, you just lock everything up and you're off into the scenery, so... Well, you may not be. Depending on your skill, I will be. Admittedly, the MDF setup I ran wasn't particularly customized. I haven't spent many hours in the sim tailoring it like Connor has. It was basically the fixed setup with medium downforce.
That lap time was 1:21.90.
Got a bit of cloud cover, so track cooling down. To 4.6. Last lap time was at 1:21.64. Thanks, Emily. By the way, Connor mentioned the porpoising before. I did actually tweak the set's ride heights a bit. I didn't save it, but did a bit of a test to make sure that all that bouncing wasn't affecting top speed. Doesn't seem like it is, interestingly. So, I was getting roughly the same speed down the straight with barely any scraping. Lap times didn't change a whole heap either, so if the porpoising does affect the speed in a negative way, it's offset by whatever positive you have running lower. Balash behind has just set the fastest lap.
On your right.
You know what, mate?
Clear right.
You want to give me DRS? Go right ahead, buddy.
Your lap time was 1:21.92.
Doubt we'll be close enough. especially if I drive closer like that.
Now 19 seconds.
Speaking of fuel burns, how's the fuel? Oh,
Okay,
a little there.
gaining on the car in front. The gap's now 4.8. They're slow into Toso.
No need to fuel save whatsoever. Could probably have taken a couple of kilos out, actually. Oh. Yep. Your fault, right front.
Just cut the track.
Just because you're sick of this turn left game.
Are you for real, dude?
Not me.
Good job, mate.
There's an incident in Tamburello.
Definitely get reported for that one, bud.
If there's something to look at after the race.
The gap in front is now 5.7.
Oof. I need to get rid of this front right tyre. I have not looked after it at all.
8th place.
That's at Ryan's expense, that 8th place. Ah, thanks.
The gap to Keller behind is now 19 seconds.
Hey, Tobias. Alright, I'm going to use some more attack on the straights now. Not build. Believe it or not, even with all that bullshit going on, I was still faster through the
There's an incident in
Ravazza.
Tamburello. You think it might be Da Costa?
Oh,
Yellow flag. The leader has just done a 119.45.
Yes, pretty soon.
Okay, Adrian, you're halfway home. Your fuel is fine. E7. The gap in front is now 7.2 seconds.
I know this right front is
Cat is leading the race.
costing me a bit of time, but my softs were also pretty worn on the right front, and I came in about, I think I came in this lap. So it's not costing me a lot of time at the moment.
The gap to Da Costa behind is now 1.7 seconds.
This might be my last lap though, let's have a think. Nobody else has blinked yet.
Okay, Adrian, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
If I drive it properly, it's still not too bad. Just need to pull it back a bit more in that hairpin.
You've just done a 121.36.
Yeah, I don't want to go too long because it's just a bit dangerous with this right front, but if I don't need to worry too much about the softs, I don't have a lot of battery left. No, not the sausage.
The gap to Da Costa behind is now 1.3
Hey, Luke.
seconds. The car in front is pitting.
Alright, this is my last lap. And then we'll go in.
P5.
Have to react to everyone. Hey Luke, definitely. I think we need to follow them in because otherwise... Because I don't think an overcut's the strategy.
box in 330
Oh,
metres.
that wasn't the worst, as long as we don't get a black flag. And we get lapped.
100 metres. 50 metres. Exit's clear, push. New fastest lap for Rook, 118.46.
Bugger. Yeah, he's gonna have me here.
It is to the left side. Clear left, E7. Shit, Adrian. Come on, mate, defend your position.
I've been using it, Emily. But also, it doesn't seem to want to recharge around here. There's not enough of whatever it needs.
The gap to Da Costa ahead is increasing. It's now 1.7 seconds. Cat is pitting from position 1. You should come out a little way behind you. The leader, Cat, is pitting.
The way I see it, like, don't use it for whole laps, but if you use it in little bits, it's better because you're not throwing away the regen that you're allowed on the lap. You're just regenning back to 80 every time. It's not regenning as actively as it could be.
Off the pace. Fastest lap for Rook, 118.38. The next car is Da Costa.
So yeah, anyway, my normal deployment strategy, I don't know whether it's actually faster or not. I haven't sat down and done enough figures. But if I am coming up to a place like down here, the pit straight, you know, the longest straight on the circuit. If I notice I've got like 80 like I do now, I just flick to attack, do the straight, because that's where you get the most benefit.
You've just done it on 20.80. Good lap, that's your best in the session.
And then flip back to balanced for the rest of the lap.
No!
Ooh.
Good crash. Did you hit the wall?
Gap to Da Costa ahead is now 1.9.
Oh, Anthony's out. Rest in peace. Catch you later, Emily. Thanks again for the set. And for the tips. Always appreciated.
Oh, fuck, man. I waited 40 laps to get the final impact.
Blue flag.
Lap 40. Alright.
The gap behind has now decreased to 7.7 seconds. E6. That's your quickest lap. Blue flag.
Alright. Nick, where are you? Second behind, right. Now half a second behind. There's no way Nick wanted to follow me through Aqua Minerale at the pace that he drives. You know,
The gap to Da Costa
Nah.
ahead is increasing. It's
I won't
now
make it.
5.2 seconds.
there's a tiny little... I'm really glad I let Nick pass too, because with obviously we're very... Nick's in well, he's in Pennsylvania Club. I don't know if he's still located near there. And with me being in Australia, that's a long way. I assume these are the Boston servers. So, kind of glad we weren't going wheel to wheel, even under a blue flag situation.
That lap was at 120.30.
Nice.
Good lap. That's your quickest.
That was a good lap.
Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.43 off the pace. Gap to Da Costa in front is now 6.1 seconds.
I haven't had DRS once this race. It's bloody unfair.
are improving.
Ooh. Ooh. Almost Tony Hawk's that right into the wall.
Brooke is leading the race.
Lovely warm soft tyres.
That was on 20 and 6-2.
Decent lap speed at the moment for us. Tootling along nicely, I think.
P6. Okay, Adrian, you're reeling Da Costa in. The gap is 8.1.
While I don't wish Will on it, I don't wish
3 seconds.
ill on anyone. If Nick could hamper some people on his way through lapping them, unintentionally, perhaps just by reputation, it's the leader! We need to leap out of the way. Oh, we've slipped on this marbly surface that's out here. We've lost just enough time that we'll never catch Adrian. That'd be awesome.
You've just done 120.07.
More clouds coming over. Tempest at work. iRacing's new weather system. Apart from the track temperature, it's really been pretty decent conditions, so probably partially my fault. I moved the races to the afternoon, which is going to have a lot, you know, it's going to have a higher track temperature than noon because Nick's passed Da Costa.
The lap time was at 120.
And there's been no trouble.
Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
But yeah, afternoon you're probably going to have a bit more heat build up in the circuit, making them a little warmer. Starting the race at 3 PM rather than starting at noon. So while the air temperature might drop off and the shadows might be a bit longer, No. Not wishing ill on anyone, Shane. Absolutely not.
Behind is now 7.8.
I'm an iRacing community manager. I've got to set an example.
increasing. It's now 37 Celsius. That's a new fastest lap for Rook, 118.36.
118? Get out. Get right out.
And last lap was at 120.03.
So Sebastian had that incident when we passed while pitting. I think we technically overcut Da Costa as well, because I think Da Costa had just passed us or was about to pass. Was a decent pit stop all up. But Vitor's medium downforce just a bit too quick around here. Times when you're driving these high downforce cars where you really feel like this is what they were born to do. And if you've managed to hook a lap up around here, you can really feel how some corners just disappear, how much confidence you have on the throttle everywhere except that exit. Yeah, I was trying to remember if I went into the pits with him in front or not, because if I went into the pits with him just in front, I think he was just behind when I went in, or when he went in, sorry.
The gap behind is now 8.2 seconds. Da Costa in front is now 11 seconds.
See that moment where I braked a little too late, wasn't quite on it. High downforce like this, just managed to pull it in. Not death. Medium downforce, I would have been clattering over the sausages. Death. Right. So we didn't drop any. Didn't get undercut. Didn't overcut, just maintained. Well, that's good. I'm glad we responded. The thing with these soft tyres is you have a terrible outlap because they're cold, and around here cold tyres are just awful. And then by about exiting turn 3, exiting the Tamburello chicane, they start hitting mid-90s, and you're off to the races. And that second lap, all the grip comes to you, and all the newness of the tyre as well, and it's fast. So when Vitor passed us, he was on that lap, and then we were close for a while because we were also on that lap, and then got back a bit. Emily's not wrong about the pace coming to you as the fuel burns off. Some of that's the nut behind the wheel getting across things as well. Look at this. 4/10 up. Whoa, 119.5.
119.58.
Get in.
Lap in this session. The car behind's pitting.
Oh,
The gap to Da Costa ahead is now 12 seconds.
so Sebastian pitting leaves a giant hole behind us. Trouble is, in that almost pit stop sized hole is Marcus. Now Marcus, I seem to remember being pretty rapid last night, but I could be wrong. So there's probably not enough laps. 10 laps. Have to go 3 seconds faster a lap. Not gonna happen. Probably, but does anyone want to play a game of guess the tyre percentage? I was going to do it straight after the pits,
The lap
but
time was 120.9.
we were in battles. A right front medium tyre, first stint here. I can tell you it was wearing, I could feel it was worn. What percentage are we looking at for the centre? Which is probably going to be the whatever the lowest percentage is. 70% for the softs at worst. Alright, what about my mediums that have already come off? Because I can check those. Shane's gone for 48. $55. I'll click to it on this straight, and you have till after Tamburello for me to tell you. Are we? The answer was 42%.
That lap time was 120.83.
There you go.
Okay, Adrian, the next car is Da Costa.
For completeness, left front was 68.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
I'm not. And rears were left 80s and right 74, 72.
You gotta be
It's
kidding me, man.
Tamburello. Looks like it's Barto.
Oh, Aaron's had to tow.
P5.
Yeah, I just... I think I just lean on it a bit, Tobias. There's definitely some lockups, and I was definitely, as it started to wear, I think I just started locking more and more.
The gap to Da Costa ahead is increasing. It's now 15 seconds.
Trouble for the right front is you lock it when it's off there, off here, and then you put, so it's just, you know, if it's locking, it's been locked, just been locked twice, and then you come down this hill and put all of the stress through it. So, I mean, I'm not telling you anything about how the circuit, what the circuit does to a car as you drive it, but because I'm not quite hooked up with my technique, I think I just lean on it a lot.
Just done a 120.28.
Thanks, Shane. I looked into running iOverlay so that it'd make looking at stuff easier post-race, because I enjoy looking at it, so I understand if people see the race result. Why in the world is this race on the Boston server? Because iRacing tries to make it equally bad for everyone.
The gap to Da Costa ahead is now 16 seconds. The car in front is Da Costa. That lap was a 120.42. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.38 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is an example of how not to drive the Tamburello chicane.
The gap to Da Costa ahead is now 17 seconds.
Just like to point out, even though we benefited from Aaron going out there, I just wished for people to drop behind us, not have their race ended, so I think that was as Nick was going through, and I know Nick was blinking quite a bit for us. I haven't seen anyone else blinking, so while it could be an Australia to Pennsylvania thing, it may just have been Nick's connection.
P5.
Alright. 5 laps after this. Oh no, wait, 4 laps. Of course, I've been lapped. You know, I need to go around, and when I tell people I drive full-length Grand Prix, I need to put a little asterisk on the full length.
Ahead is now 18 seconds. Alright, Adrian, push now. We can catch up here.
Honestly, Jim, if I could push and catch up with Da Costa, who's 18 seconds in front, in 4 laps. Well, I am streaming, so technically I do have commentator's curse.
Just done at 120.52.
if I start commentating on the race. Scary how often that comes up, to be honest. You can see why people think it's a thing.
Just done at 120.82.
Ooh, that was good. Yes they are. They are indeed. Luke, if you load up the circuit and go free to the free look camera, which I've never got very good at, so I don't know how to do really. You can go and there is a virtual centre monument
Da Costa in front is now 19 seconds.
on the inside of the Tamburello chicane complex there. I'll have a look over at it when I go through next, so people can have a look. You can't really see the actual monument, but yeah, iRacing included it. I mean, they've included lots of other things too, so...
2 laps remaining.
So just like in the real circuit, there they are. So this weekend when you're watching the F1 coverage on Sky or whatever, whoever covers it, I'm sure they'll do a piece. They're going to be doing lots of pieces about Senna with the fact that it's an anniversary. Yeah, when you see them at the monument, which I'm sure they'll show, even if they're not visiting for the piece, they'll show the monument. That's roughly where it is on the track. Nice. Yeah, I've seen him in his cool aviator style sunnies and loafers doing some remote control flying on some new stuff.
Last lap. That lap time was 120.90.
Gotta say, even though the end of this race has been a bit lacking in wheel-to-wheel action, I've been pretty pleased with the pace. Once the fuel load let me get into the 120s, I really don't think I've had too many 21s. So, the session best was I should have been in attack all this lap. It's the white flag. Session best was the 19.5. The session optimal is 19.225. So, yeah.
There's an incident in Tamburello. It looks like May P5. Okay, it's over. Well done, mate. Good finish.
Thanks, Florian. Yeah, I've actually got a number of results in my iRacing career just by keeping it on the circuit. So yeah, there is a monument back there, and those are all for Senna. Cheers, Wesley. Cheers, Shane. Thanks, Tobias. Let me quickly, while I remember, while I'm taking my gloves off. Tobias, what did you say for the softs? The end? Look, mate, it just wasn't good enough. It was
Sucks for Anthony though. That was
71.
That was shitty.
What happened to him? Did he get net coded or?
Oh no, he ran out of skill for a moment. I undercut him by like 3 or 4 laps because I knew I didn't have the pace to outright catch him on the medium, so I went for the undercut, and he pitted out with me able to DRS him essentially. I missed the DRS zone by like 1/10 of a second, but I was still up his ass because we had a blue flag, a little bit up the road kind of thing. And when we got into turn 1, he took turn 1 really bad. Like he kind of understeered into T1 like he was too fast or something. And then he hit the inside curb on T2 and just ejected himself straight to the barrier.
Yeah, I think he was in cold fire, so he hit the first curve. He gets a bit oversteer.
Alright, I'm just going to mute that. So I can just watch a couple of things here. So good start, and then... Even if I continued going into that gap there, I don't understand where Michael thought they were going. I mean, I caused the crash. Let's be clear, I'm not blaming. Yeah, I mean... I caused the crash by lifting off because I was just looking at this and I'm just like, I did not want to be the third wheel at that party. Like, honestly, at the time I saw off the right, who's off to the right there, Sebastian was coming across, and, you know, I get to about here and I'm just like, nope. So I shouldn't have lifted quite so much. But yeah, I don't know why he was cutting across. Yeah. I mean, I was already there in vision. That's why I went all the way back to the start. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with being on the right. Being on the right is actually great. Like, Sebastian's in a great spot there because you've got the braking, the proper braking down into turn 1. So that's just held people up. And then, okay, so I wondered why Timothy didn't come around me here. And I think it doesn't look like it. I think if you go back and watch the stream, that car's a lot closer, hence why I turned out. But yeah. Alright. So, look, I think if we didn't end up in going into a closing wedge... did he have damage? Let's go back and have a look. So let's do rear chase, and let's go back one. Oh. Oops, no, I went forward. So yeah, pretty beaten up front wing. So yeah, definitely had damage, which is fair enough. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame. So sorry, Michael, for lifting there, but I think you'll understand if you look at the replay. You don't even need my explanation why I didn't want to go straight through the things. Catch you later, Wesley. Thanks for watching. All right, what have we got? We got Shane's list. I think the first was lap 30. Let's turn on the... I don't remember who it was. Oh, was this Ryan? Must be because Ryan's left the server. Can't find Ryan in the drivers list. And I've muted chat. Oh.
Good job, mate.
Yeah. So I think Fabio's driven a bit in his mirrors there. But by the same token, even if he doesn't turn slightly right, yeah, that was a bit close from Ryan. Probably have to fall back to the passing cars responsible for an overtake. No, we want Adrian, and we want lap 40. We'll just see when the chatting comes up. I think it was towards the end of lap 40.
No, Anthony.
Oh, this was... Okay, this happened just behind us. Yeah, it was very Russell Bottas. I don't think... I think Ryan will be a bit upset that it wasn't as disastrous. So there's me down there in Ravazza 1. Here's Anthony coming up to lap us. So precise through there. Look, barely any exit curb. Goes out very wide there to cut back. Oh, touched the grass. Oh, got it so wrong. And bang.
No, Anthony.
Wow. Let's have a TV2 look at that. In slow-mo. Perfect. Just gets out too wide. Back end starts to step out. Hits the sausage on the inside. Can't control it. More sausage. Throws the car. And Anthony, let me introduce you to Barry R. And the voice chat as well. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, that was a big one. So we had 30, 40, and it was 54, I think. This is the type of thing I wouldn't be able to remember if I didn't ask someone to remember it and then have them type it in my chat. So we're doing okay. Yeah, 54. We are on lap 54. I've got the radio on play replay.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Alright, this was Aaron. I should have remembered. Alright, who's he got behind him? Fabio. I just saw a flash of a rear wing gone, so... Oh. Okay.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Oh.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
That is a whole lot of netcode. But look at that movement. Let's see. It's not good to judge until you've looked from the other car, but yeah, I mean, look. There's another car there. You've got a brake on the inside. Sorry. You can't be... Look at the difference in angles here. Hang on. No. Like, that's, a couple of degrees off being straight down the track. And then this one is a lot more pointed to the outside. And then, I mean, there's gobs of netcode in here. But, unfortunately when you're internet racing, you just can't be that finer margins at 225 kilometers an hour. Because when you're talking about, half a second of total ping between you and the other person, I mean, half a second at 225 kilometers an hour is a lot of meters. A lot of meters. And we're talking about, 50 centimeters here. So yeah, so suckful for Aaron. I mean, his wheels...
You gotta be kidding me, man.
...are already broken there. Yeah, so that's a bit of a shame. That is a lot of a shame, really. Let's have a look at me in slow motion doing my fastest lap on the TV view. Because why not? Hope you've all enjoyed watching this race. Lovely little P5 there. That's probably going to gain us a little bit of IR, which you already know because you've got it up. Yeah, 45, and I got about 40 yesterday. So, yeah, heading upwards on the IR. Should be some decent championship points as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's more the trajectory. It's Florian is the thing that I've a little is why I lean a little to say that it's the trajectory going for the outside when you've got someone on your outside. It's a nitpicky thing, but that's how you induce the netcode. So yeah, still not. It's a racing incident. Hope no one from yeah, absolutely, Florian. It's hopefully no one from Missed Apex is watching this stream. If you are, drop me a comment, say hi. But yeah, it's just one of those things. So yeah, really terrible incident. But for us, P5 that helped us to that P5. That was one spot. Couple of other incidents helped us, including Anthony's. No, thank you for watching, Florian. Thank everyone for watching, even if you're watching on replay. Always get a kick out of the fact that people do watch on replay. And yeah, hopefully we'll be back on Sunday night. Something to tune in if you're craving a bit of Grand Prix action just before the real life Grand Prix. It'll be 10 UTC, 8 o'clock local for those of us on the east coast of Australia. And we should be all done and dusted well in time for you to do a couple of chores and then settle down for the 2024 Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. I almost attempted the full name. Thanks, Shane. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I will catch you all on Sunday night.